Loki, do you think you could at least face the camera while we film? No? Okay, we'll continue with your bath. Hey everyone, Melody here from Melody Stitches. Back to do my Stitch Maynia plans video. Plans is a loose term because I don't normally make plans. I just disappoint people when I make plans, mostly myself. But I have good intentions, and making plans makes me feel like I've done something productive, sort of, or I'm trying to. So here are my plans. Actually, first, two things. One, let's just address this really quickly. I can't tame this beast right now. Midwest humidity is an entity of its own, and now this has become an entity of its own, and I'm not willing to take out another job just to afford hair product to tame this beast. So here it is. Shout out to my fellow curly-haired gals. I feel you, I do. So yeah, here, this is what we're working with. You're welcome. And thank you. Thank you all so much for all of your kind words, for your comments, for your thumbs up on my very first Flosstube video. Like I said, I wasn't terribly nervous making it because I really didn't think anybody would even watch it, so I'm just shocked that anybody even knows it's out there. Granted, I did post a link to it on one of the Facebook groups, but it was like 1 something this morning, so it was kind of under the radar, sort of clandestine. Some of you found me. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. You all have warmed the cockles of my heart. Thank you. So, my Stitch Maynia plans. This here, everybody. This Stitch Maynia is in here. All of Stitch Maynia is in here. You didn't know I could fit it all in there, did you? Surprise. So, in no particular order, and you're going to see a lot of things by the same designer, because remember that whole thing I said about how I used to not like Little House Needleworks and Country Cottage Needleworks, and then somehow I acquired like 80 of them? I wasn't exaggerating. There's a bunch of them in that tote, so yeah. So I probably won't go through every single thing that is included in every single chart, but I will show you what I plan to work on, and we'll see how far I get. First one is Little House Needleworks. This is Under the Prairie Moon. This is one of the very first ones that I bought whenever I decided that and I actually did kind of like this designer and these patterns, because, well, obviously I live on the prairie, so it's only fitting. And I think I actually will hang this one in my home, because I do live on the prairie. So it's cute. It's just rustic enough that I like it and could see it hanging on my wall. I am going to use the called for hand-dyed floss. I believe most of these are Crescent Color, well, Classic Color Works, and then this is just a random piece of linen that I had in my stash. I'm not even terribly sure what count it is. So that's that one. Next one, this one, my husband got me this one for Christmas. I don't think it was on my wish list, but it might have been. But it showed up and I really like it. This is, again, Little House Needleworks. It's called Born in a Manger. And it's one of their smaller ones. I try not to do too many great big huge projects for Stitch Maynia because I would just get overwhelmed and then I would end up abandoning them and just curling up in my recliner with one that I was already working on, and these would never see the light of day until next May probably. So this one also, he bought all of the required hand-dyed floss with it, and I'm sure I haven't stuck any fabric with it yet, but I have umpteen little pieces of random linens and even weaves and that sort of thing that I could put with it. So probably just a neutral color for that one. Next one is a Nora Corbett. This one was on my wish list, and I also got it for Christmas from my husband. This is the Willow Queen, and I love her. Love, love, love her. I love the brown with the teal, with the bright yellowy kind of spring green. I just love her. And it makes me so happy because she is going to go perfectly on a piece of fabric that I have had forever from a dyer that I don't think is in business anymore. This is from Sassy's Fabbies. I don't think that I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that they dye anymore. But this one is called Mud Pie, and I have no idea, I had until now no idea what I was going to put on this, but I've had it in my stash for years, and then when this chart came, I figured it out. This is it. And that is pretty, it's showing up just a little bit lighter on the screen there than what it actually is. If I fold it over, you can kind of see. It's just a really pretty, well, muddy brown. And I think with the bright greens in her sash thingy there, that she's this whatever this thingy is, it's like a big leafy jump rope. I think that those greens are just really going to stand out on that. So ready for that. That one might be my first one. It may be the first one. It probably won't be the first one. Next, I have to see down in this thing. Next one, Little House Needleworks. Surprise! This one is Autumn Band Sampler. Oh, glare. There it goes. I love anything autumn. Autumn is my favorite season. I love whenever it's really warm during the day, and then about the time that the sun sets, it starts to get crisp enough for, you know, some long pants and a hoodie, and you can start smelling people's fireplaces around town and you know, fires in their yard. I love autumn. So this one, I don't even know what threads. I think I'm using the hand-dyed threads with this. They're buried in there. And then just a plain piece of cream-colored, I think this is 32 count even weave. So there's that one. This one is Sheepish Designs. I actually got this one, I think I bought it on Stash Unload. I wanted another chart, and the seller was selling 2 or 3 of them all together, and this was one of them, and it wasn't the one that I was after, but once they all got here, I actually ended up liking this one better than the one that I initially wanted. It is Sheepish Designs. Say that 5 times fast. Go ahead, I'm not going to. This is called Those Blooming Flowers. Get that a little closer there. It's not going to focus very well, but I really like the bright colors. I'm not really excited about the fact that this has some specialty stitches that aren't just like satin stitch or herringbone or, you know, things that are pretty standard that I can do without panicking and sweating and having an anxiety attack. So this one may or may not be one of my best intentions, but I'm going to try it. I really am going to try it. I haven't pulled any fabric or threads for it yet, but I'll get there. Maybe that's because I don't really have any intention of starting it, but I'm going to try. Next one, I have had this forever and a day. This is Serendipity Designs. It's called Fantasy Sampler. I don't know why I've never stitched this. I really like it. I like the, you know, medieval times, sort of the King Arthur era. I like with the crown and the keys and, you know, these colors. I don't know how well you can see that on camera, but it's kind of like a peachy pink color and then like a light beige and a dark beige. And I'm just using DMC floss. I don't have the dark one in here, but that's 2 of them. And then I'm just going to stitch it on again, just a regular cream colored 28 count even weave. I think anything hand dyed would really take away from the look of the project overall. I like how clean and crisp that looks in the back. with just the neutral color. That one I will definitely do, finally. This next one is Country Cottage Needleworks. This is Home Sweet Home. This one I got for, I think it also was for Christmas. My husband did good for Christmas. I got like a big old pack of stuff for Christmas. And then, looks like I have in here 28 count antique white Lugana that I obviously bought from somewhere else because whoever had it said it was for the Serenity Prayer. I don't have the Serenity Prayer, so I'm gonna put this on it instead. Don't tell this person. I don't want to hurt their feelings. And then he got me all of the hand-dyed flosses that it calls for. So there's that one. Next one, I will take this one out of the plastic. This one is by Lottie Da. This is called Watchful Eye. I just like the layout of this one. It's kind of almost sort of dark looking, but has a totally not dark message. I have to be careful not to turn it around because the back of it's the chart. It says, "There is an eye that never tires, a God who never sleeps. He knows the secret of each heart, a watch o'er us he keeps." Sounds kind of creepy when you read it out loud. But I really like that. And again, just a regular standard piece of cream colored even weave. I think this one's 32 count. And then the hand-dyed flosses that go with that. Titan, my goodness, are you okay? Allergies. Okay, next is Little House Needleworks. This one, everybody's seen this one. Everybody has seen this one. If you haven't seen this one, raise your hand. Home of a Needleworker. This one's Home of a Needleworker. I think I also have Home of a Needleworker 2, T-O-O. But I don't know where it is. I should probably find that. Yeah, I don't know where it is. So I'm gonna do this one, because I know where it is. This one is on some random count of neutral colored even weave. Can you tell I had a lot of this in my stash? There's a little quilting shop nearby where I live, and he has like random cross-stitch items. He's got a bunch of kits and a lot of Aida, both the folded up in the package Aida and the big rolls of Aida. That's where I get my, I usually do my Heaven and Earth designs on 22 count. That's where I get those big rolls. And he had at one point like a whole basket of just neutral colored even weaves, 28, 32 count even weaves. And I'm telling y'all, I paid like $2 for like a piece for them. And a piece was like, you know, like a fat quarter. Some of them were fat eighths. One of them was pretty good size. I think I paid $4 for it. So I just kind of bought out all this stash of that he had there. And I'm just slowly cutting it and whittling it down for these. So that's probably another one of those. And then just the DMC threads that go with it. So that's that one. Next is, oh, this one I'll take out of the bag because it's in a bag. This one is Glory Be. It's called Always. And I'll move it up there. It says Always Kiss Me Goodnight. And that is, I actually have that on a wall cling sticker thing that is over our bed in our bedroom. I mean, I know it's a pretty popular thing, but it's just something that my husband and I have always done ever since we've been married. As long as we're under the same roof, we do not go to sleep without giving each other a kiss goodnight. So I want to stitch this, and I actually want to take the cling down and hang this in its place. So I have, this is a 28 count raw natural cashel linen here that I will stitch that on. And then just the three, oh, you're over here. There you are. Just the three colors of DMC. I think it called for hand dyeds, but I looked at the hand dyeds online, and they didn't appear to be very variegated. So I just went with DMC. I didn't feel the need to spend the extra money for, especially I think one of them takes more than one skein if you're not really going to be able to tell that it's even variegated. So, next, I don't know what day we're on, by the way. You guys probably should count. There might be 15 of these, there might not be. Best intentions. This one is another Nora Corbett. This is Coral Charms. I bought this one as soon as it was released. Love it. Absolutely love it. I'm not a huge fan of mermaids per se, but there are some of these designs that just yell to me. Like in my other video, I showed that I'm doing the Queen Mermaid for my daughter. I'm only doing that one because she likes it. It had been in my stash forever and ever and ever, and I probably to this day would have never started it. But she picked it out and she asked me to do it for her, and well, I like her a lot, so I am. But this is one of the, I think it's these little sort of mini mermaids that speak to me more than the great big ones. And I've done another one of these also. I don't remember which one, but it will be in a finishes video one day soon. So this is Coral Charms, and I am doing this one because I love the bright colors so much. I am doing this one on white even weave. I think this is 32 count. Again, another one of those pieces from the big stash that I picked up at that local quilt shop. And then back here are all of the DMC flosses and the one green Krennic there. That's actually supposed to be, it's called holographic Krennic, hologram Krennic. I don't know that I want to go all out like that. I already had this one in my stash, so I'm just going to use it. You'll notice that a lot, that if I have something comparable or something that I think will suffice, I'll use it and I'll save the funds for, you know, another chart or a piece of fabric or something, rather than buying up something that's very, very similar to something that I already have. Now, if I think it's going to make a huge difference, I'm not going to replace a bugle bead with a seed bead, or I'm not going to use a red Krennic if it specifically calls for a, you know, a bright pink Krennic, but in that case, the difference was just how shiny it was. If anybody wants to fault me for my Krennic not being shiny enough, I'll give you my address. You can send me a strongly worded letter. So, next one is Country Cottage Needleworks. This one is June. Also from my husband. I don't remember what I got this for. I think he just ordered me some stuff. June is my birthday month, so this is the first of these cottages that I have. I intend to do the entire series, but this is the first one that I've gotten because it's my birthday month. And he got me fabric to stitch it on. This is 28 count chai tea from Picture This Plus, and it's just a little piece. Oh, that's coming out well. You can see the kind of light greenish sort of tan variegation there that's coming through. I think that'll look nice against the reds in here for the month and the strawberries. I don't have the floss for this one yet either, but I think I have enough of the hand-dyeds in my stash. I'll just pull those. This one, oh, that's why he got it for me. Because when this one came out, I needed it immediately. It wasn't a want, it wasn't a wish, it was a need. I needed it. I could feel it pulling in my bones. I am absolutely obsessed with New York City. I follow so many Instagram sites that are like photos of New York City daily life. My goal one day is to live in like a 4th or 5th floor walk-up apartment in New York City on like Bleecker Street or Perry Street. Look those up if you don't know where they are. It's gorgeous, gorgeous. So I am crazy obsessed with New York City. And so when this came out, Afternoon in New York, I saw it first on my Instagram page whenever Country Cottage Needleworks, on their Instagram, they posted a sneak peek of it, and I stalked 123 Stitch for weeks until it was released. And as soon as it was released, I mentioned to my husband, oh, I need to go and get that Afternoon in New York. And lo and behold, I got an email a couple of days later saying that I had an order on the way from 123 Stitch. So it was this and the June cottage, and then the fabric for the June cottage, and then he got me this fabric for this afternoon in New York, which is, it's a 28 count Jobelin in Sandcastle by Picture This Plus. And I think that's perfect for it. It's kind of, they say New York's dirty. This kind of just looks sort of dirty, kind of dirty water-like. Very fitting. I don't care how dirty New York is. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go there, and maybe I'll even live there. My husband says he won't live there, but I told him I don't have to take him. He wasn't happy about that. One day. Okay, so next one is by the Prairie Schooler. This is April. I just really like this because I like all the colors. I have no particular affinity for April, or it doesn't necessarily commemorate it. Well, my best friend's birthday's in April, so that makes it pretty special. But yeah, it's one of those that I looked at and thought, I really like that, I need to get that. And I know that the Prairie Schooler is not printing anymore, out of business, gone kaput, however you want to put it. So I picked that one up before they were long gone and, you know, going for $300 on eBay. And then I'm just using a natural 28 count linen that I actually got just in a random package years and years and years ago, that I thought would play well with the colors. And then these are just run-of-the-mill, everyday DMC. Nothing special. No big deal. I think I might start that one kind of soon too, because, you know, it's gonna be May, so why not stitch April, right? And then I think this is the last one. This one is, it is Designs by Lisa, and it's called Life's Good, Live the Journey. And this one I have had in my stash for a little bit. I really need to start it. This one has huge, huge significance for me. My very best friend lost her younger brother to cancer. He was 22. He was like a little brother to me. But there is a, here in the state that I live, there is a fundraiser in his honor every year for the home that his family stayed at close to the hospital where he was treated, it opens its doors to families so that they don't have to travel long distances, because again, we're here in the middle of absolutely nowhere. So if you want to get to a hospital that has any kind of specialty, anything, you've got to drive a while. So their family they hold a fundraiser every year, and sort of the kind of motto, I guess, of the fundraiser is live the journey. So this really, I really like this one, and I think I may actually stitch this one more than once. I rarely do that, but I think I may stitch this one more than once, and one of them try to do in like a camouflage and orange sort of motif and give it to his mom. So if you'd like any more details on that, private message me. I don't want to share their life on YouTube without their permission. But it is a fantastic fundraiser. It happens every year. And I think this year in June will be the 5th year of it, and so far they have raised almost $170,000 for this home, for families to be able to stay close to the hospital, close to their children that are receiving treatment, generally for cancer and other terminal illnesses. So very, very proud to say that I know that family. Very, very proud of the work that they're doing in their son's honor. So this one is definitely going to be on my list. Whether I get to all the plans or not, this one's going to get done. And this one, I think this is an 18 count Ada, I think, just because it was the size that it needed to be. And then just regular, just DMC. So let me check my Stitch Maynia tote. It's empty. That's all of it. That's all of Stitch Maynia right there. What's happening here? What is this? Lord almighty. Help me. So, those are my Stitch Maynia plans. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Again, thank you to everyone for your kind words, for your comments, for your thumbs up. I did not start this seeking out any kind of validation or, you know, acceptance or anything, but I do appreciate it, and I want to make sure and mention that, that your comments have not gone unnoticed. I'm trying to reply to each of them as I go along, as they pop up. I don't know when I'll be back to do another video, probably when I have some progress. Also, I'm a liar. I said in my last video that I was going to take the inn at Fox River Mill off my Q snaps and go back to Quaker Diamonds, and I did not. They took the other off my Q snaps, but I put on Lady Alexandra, Mirabilia, so I have not put a single stitch in her since I put her on my Q snaps, because I did that yesterday evening, and I made myself a cup of coffee, because I am a nighttime coffee drinker, and then I promptly fell asleep in the recliner. So that hampered my ability to stitch a little bit. So she's there, she's over there, sitting right over there, in my Q snap, just patiently waiting for me to pick up a needle and, you know, start doing something. So I probably won't make another video until I actually have some progress, maybe about a week into May, and then we'll see how far I've gotten on my first week of Stitch Maynia starts, if I've made any progress on my current whips, and then maybe, again, best intentions, maybe I will be able and willing to make a video maybe once a week for my Stitch Maynia updates. So if you don't see a video once a week, well, you know it's already just gone right down the drain. So, but I will be back. I am enjoying this. This is really fun. And I think I'm going to pull up a couple other of the random tags and do those maybe along with my next video or my next couple videos. One of them I really want to do is Tracy's talking tag, because although I was born and raised here in the Midwest and have lived here most of my life, well, I also spent about 5 years living in Texas, so it doesn't take me very long to drop back into the old southern drawl, especially if I'm talking to my Texas friends. So talking down there is totally different than talking up here. So I am anxious to do Tracy's talking tag with both sides of my personality, my Midwestern side and my Texan side. So yeah, feel free to leave a comment. Subscribe if you want, don't if you don't want. I'm not keeping track. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, and yeah, let me know if there's anything I can answer for you, help you with, advice I can give. You know, whatever you need, just let me know. You need a cup of sugar? Just stop on by, I'll help you out. Okay, well, I will see you all back in, hopefully, a week or so. Alright, bye y'all.